Hey folks, welcome to Advisory. Hope you guys are doing well. Happy Texas Day. Good old Texas Day. I've got my Wrangler shirt on. I've got my boots. Let me tell you, it doesn't get more Texas than that. Don't forget about this week's remaining dress-up days. Tomorrow is White Lie Wednesday, where you write a lie about yourself on a white t-shirt. Make sure it is school appropriate, all right? Make sure that there's no weird things on there that somebody's going to call you out for. And if you have to ask if it's too weird to put on the shirt, it probably is, so don't do it. Thursday is Orange Out Day because the game is on Thursday. And then, of course, Friday is Pajama Day. And make sure that all outfits are within dress code. I also wanted to take an opportunity today to point you all towards Longhorn Country. Many of you know that this site exists. Some of you still don't and don't have it bookmarked and don't know where to go to find information. And so if you are looking for information on just about anything related to W.T. White, you can usually start here and find the answers, all right? It's Longhorn Country. We've got all sorts of buttons at the front here, but there's really a lot of information. If you click this upper left-hand menu and these things pop out, you've got all sorts of helpful resources. All right, if you're ever confused as to whether today is an A day or a B day Friday, then you can look at the schedule. You can see the regular calendar here as well as the AB calendar right behind my head. You can also look at your counselors. I've pointed you to this page before if you need to talk to your counselors, especially after last week's lesson over your transcripts. If you're confused about any of that, then this is the page where you can get a hold of your counselor and make an appointment to see them. And something a little bit new that I wanted to point out to you is the advisory tab. The advisory tab has been there for a minute, but there is something new on the advisory tab. If you ever miss a day of advisory or if you have a substitute teacher during that day of advisory, you can always go back and find what we did or pull it up yourself during advisory. If you have a sub that doesn't know to do advisory or whatever, then you can do it yourself. If you go to Q1 advisory slides right here, underneath you have access to this folder. All of the past few weeks of advisory is all right here. So for instance, if you wanted to remember what we did in week 3, for instance, you can click on week 3, open it up and look. All the slides are right there and you can look at all of them. And this thing is helpful to see what we did in the entire week, but that's mostly for teachers. You don't have to look at that if you don't want to. But all of the stuff that we did is in the slides and you can go back and you can even watch the video that was up that day and look at the discussions. So if you ever want to look at advisory lessons that we've done in the past, you can look under advisory under Longhorn Country and see all of this. Also, you have access to this all year long, the advisory suggestion box. And I want you to take out some time today, unless you're like finishing up assignments after advisory stuff today, that's fine. But if you're not, if you're all caught up, I want you to take some time today to fill out this advisory suggestion box with stuff that you would like to see in future advisories, all right? There's one for teachers that they have, but I want to hear from you, the students, based on what you've experienced so far in advisory, whether you're new to W.T. White or whether you've been here the last year. I want to hear your feedback on what you'd like to see us cover in advisory. So please, today or anytime this year, take some time to fill that out for me, and I will see and read your responses, and I will do my best to put whatever you say into advisory. Also on the advisory page, if you scroll all the way down, you can get direct access to the YouTube channel itself, where you don't have to look through the slides. You can just click on that and it'll lead you right to my YouTube channel where all of the videos that I've ever done are. So please take advantage of that if you miss advisory or want to go back and look at something. The last thing I'm going to show you are your class pages. And seniors, if you're a senior listening to this right now, you need to pay extra close attention because I got something for you on your class page. If you open this up, it shows you 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. We'll look at seniors just because I told you you had something. And there is senior-specific news and updates. Now, since we're here, seniors, I need you to go to your class page on Longhorn Country, and I need you to fill out this form for ASAP, so that ASP can understand a little bit better where you guys are at in the process for preparing for graduation and next year. So if you're a senior, please take time today in advisory to fill out this ASP form, which you can find under your class page on Longhorn Country. But I'll let you get into all that after the next couple of videos, because I wanted to take this opportunity while we're thinking about Texas on Texas Tuesday. And we're still right in the middle of Hispanic Heritage Month. It goes from September 15th to October 15th. And so I wanted to take the opportunity to show you a couple of little videos about Hispanic Americans and Mexican Americans in Texas. and the rich history and culture that they provide to our state specifically. The first video will be about Tejanos and Tejano culture, and the second video will be about Hispanic and Mexican Americans' plight in the civil rights movement in the middle of the 20th century, which I hope you find interesting and thought-provoking. There's a short discussion, and then after that, you can use the time to get on Longhorn Country to make an appointment with your counselor, or if you're a senior, to fill out that form, or to look at past advisories or whatever you need to do, or you can take the time to finish up assignments. Remember that this week is the end of the quarter, so get it done. But that's all I got for you today. Enjoy that, and be good to yourself and others. I'll see you real soon.